Alright, how you doing, guys? This is Tusatronics. First thing I want to start off by saying is thank you for the overwhelming support. Keep those orders coming in. We'll keep reevaluating the situation. And as you can see, we have a nice little plethora of items here without getting too cluttered. As you can see that we're starting to refine our manufacturing process. I'm going to go over briefly the different various stages of production that we've gone through over the past few weeks, months, and now days. These two items that we see here should be different than what you guys have seen in the past from us. We're actually working on getting bulk supplies of these guys. They work fantastic. We're going to get some more videos up with these guys running. They may well be what you will see on the final 2500 turn complete coils. We'll probably be including these in the various sizes, either the 6-inch or the 4-inch, depending on how many windings you get on the complete coils. We also did some brief experimentation with this guy right here. We haven't done too much with it yet, but it actually does work very well. It's a really nice heavy chunk of metal. It does a really good job for what it's worth. But this guy seems to be better at this point. But you know what? We really don't know. We're gonna continue to work through this as time progresses. Now back to the kit side. As you can see, this is what we started off with here, as you can see in my earlier videos. As far as the kits are concerned, we will be drawing up plans on how to actually make these specific wire toroids, which actually work great. You know, this is obviously the most optimal design as per Tesla. You know, 100 years ago, the sphere is the best for actual wireless transmission of power. The toroid itself is best for breakout arcing. This is a kind of a good, you know, somewhere right in the middle, and it's really easy for anybody can do, and that will be the ideal situation for the people with the kits. So I'll tell you exactly how I did this. I'll include that in the DVDs and the plans and all that other fun stuff. But as you can see here, we have a brief overview of what we will be including in our kits or within our completed projects. We're actually going to start the etching process. Our completed 2500 turns will most likely have some kind of really nice etched board. Possibly maybe include some more goodies on this board that you guys weren't expecting. The long and the short of it, this, when it's all completed and finished, it's going to be all stained, nice. Everything's going to be nice and presentable. This is going to be something that you're going to want to keep out in the open in your living room. It'll be a nice showpiece. It'll be very presentable. It's something that you're gonna want to brag to your friends about. It's not gonna look like it was made in 20 or 30 minutes, slapped together, thrown in a box, and shipped out to you. That's not the case. We have some craftsmen with 30-40 years under his belt, and he will be helping us through this process. We have a few people involved with this project now at this point because it's gotten huge. Thanks to your support, and we continue to receive backing, which is absolutely fantastic. So keep coming in with those orders, and we will continue to progress with what we are doing here and keep on track. I believe at this point now we have somewhere around 2.5 weeks or 2 weeks left in the project, and we've made some serious advancements in the past few weeks, even if not the past few days, and you will be seeing more videos with us actually with these things fired up. But I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview of like what we're working with here. So we have our transistors, bag of 9-volt battery connectors, bag of LEDs. We have now upgraded wires for our L1. We will be including this heavier gauge wires for our L1. It seems to work a little bit better. So we have this all ready to go. We have some PVC here. We might be including these more narrow pieces of PVC in the kits, and that's for multiple reasons. I guess first reason being, it would cut down on our shipping costs and our final output production cost. And for our backers who have never in their lives, which will be most of you individuals who have ever wound one of these, a smaller diameter will mean less time for you guys having to make all those windings when it's all said and done with. And truth be told, you will see very similar performance from a L2 that's this thick as opposed to this thick. So after we get a few of these wound up, we're going to run some performance tests on them, make sure that what our assumptions are correct, and then we'll get an optimum size. made for these, and we will start producing our DVD. Alright, right here I have a copy, or a quick mock-up I should say, of what our DVD will look like. We will have these professionally made, as if you had expected these to come from any high quality, if you had just bought this off the shelf at Best Buy. It's not only will it include how to actually assemble the individual components one at a time, so there will be actually a menu with a whole series of different tutorials and lessons, not only but including, not limited to, but including how to make these things, but basic EE theory is like what these components do and how they interact with the circuit as a whole, including the toroid and anything else. So even the most basic beginner individual can get a grasp of the situation and start from scratch, not knowing about any of this stuff. And hopefully by the time you're done watching this DVD, you'll have a very good grasp of what's going on here and how to solder and how to get all the components together, and good practices for doing all those things. So the DVD in of itself will be worth while, and pretty much all of our backers will receive the DVD if you're purchasing the kit or the complete coils or something like that. You guys are going to receive the DVD. I believe starting at the $25 tier, everyone at that tier and above will receive copies of this DVD. So this is also going to be an important piece to this entire project. Not even the components, but even the most advanced individuals who might not have to sit through the DVD and watch it can also gift it to a friend as well, so they don't have to sit down and explain to them, this is what this is, especially if you go out and you start, assembling your own kits. The parts list that we will have in the end will be, free and available to the public, and you can always continue to interchange parts as you develop your own research and your own theories in what direction you choose to go with these coils, whether it's just for a showpiece or whether or not you're a hobbyist or someone working at a university or perhaps a high school or on the student side. So this just has a whole wide range of applications. Another thing that I wanted to go over with you guys, our $15 backers who did not receive the DVD, we'll be allowing you guys to have the option to have downloadable content from Teslatronics.com. It won't be as in-depth or as many articles or videos that we will post on the DVD, but we will allow some type of downloadable section only specifically for our $15 backers. Alright, this is a quick shot of some of the boards that we may be including with our kits. Okay, obviously this would be sectioned off and we would have a very professional manufactured looking PCB. However, I believe we're also going to include these as well. Okay, so you would have more flexibility with these guys. So we'll give you the option of whether or not you want to use our printed PCB, or perhaps maybe something like this. We'll give you the option, or you can just build multiple driving circuits. Obviously, the more backers we get, the more things in bulk we will be able to purchase and include more items with our kits and our complete set. So, the more backers we get, the cheaper everything becomes, and we would be able to give more components. That's the long and the short of it. So we do have a list of what will minimally be included in every kit, but hopefully with enough backers we'll be able to include more components, and that would be the ultimate goal, because everybody burns out a transistor or a diode every once in a while, and it would kind of stink to only receive one of each component. But it appears that we're approaching that threshold where bulk prices will be cheap enough where we might be able to give our backers extra components, and that would be a huge bonus for the project as well. Let's just briefly go through a couple goals of this project, because people have been questioning, what really is the whole purpose of this, and in my personal belief, the whole purpose of this is I want all this information to be brought to the masses as quickly as possible. Tesla technology has been buried from the public understanding for many years, and there are many individuals who do know of Tesla's work and what was done and how and what his fate was. And of course, I'll have a biography of whatever things that he did throughout his life, as far as relating to all this stuff. And I feel that this is information that everybody needs to know, because as you've seen in my previous videos, the potential that some of these devices have. I personally, at this point, do not have a lab. I don't have any of this fancy equipment or anything like that. So hopefully, when this project is all said and done, I'll have enough money to reinvest into this research, and at the same time, I'll be putting these things in the hands of potentially hundreds of individuals who will share this information with other individuals, and then we can start building a massive community of individuals doing their own little nooks and crannies of research with these guys, and then everybody can share everything, what they're all finding all over the internet. It was basically what people have been doing now up to this point. You're not going to find that many textbooks with any information on this. At this point, it's just a really big DIY community, and we need to make it bigger, because these devices, I feel, have a very solid place in today's and perhaps tomorrow's future, as far as, you know, how cool would it be if you could walk around your house when you get home, as soon as you walk through your threshold, your cell phone starts charging, or you can flick on your TV and you know that your TV isn't plugged into the wall. There have been other large multi-million-dollar corporations that have done this, but if you've seen their devices, they look like to be about the size of desktop computers, and the receivers and the transmitters are these massive things on pedestals, and this can all be done a lot simpler, in my opinion. So let's get all this stuff out there. Let's get it all out to the masses. Let's educate the public the best that we can, and educate ourselves in the process. And that, in my opinion, is my goal for this project. So again, thanks a lot, guys. We'll definitely be coming back to you with more updates. Stay tuned.